Oh yeah, oh yeah. What's up, mi gente? It's your boy Beats. I'm back again with another episode of Does This Guy Really Know What the Hell He's Doing? The answer is no. So, today, we're gonna get the car up on the jack stands, take the rims off, and just see what the hell is going on underneath. Spooky, scary story, hey. Alright, since I'm the only one holding the camera, I'm gonna get the car up on the jack stands, and then we'll go from there. Alright. Okay, so, car's in the air. Now, I can show you guys what we're working with. In a little bit, once I show you some of the underneath, like in the front, I'll take you guys and show you the suspension, all that ish. While I'm over here, let me pop the hood. All right. While I was looking to set the jack stands up, it doesn't look too terrible, but it isn't the greatest either. Okay, let's see if you guys can see under here. It's gonna be a little whoa for a minute. Okay, let's see. Ooh. That is the radiator support. I believe this helps hold the engine up, because right there is one of the motor mounts. But that's what we're looking at for radiator support. It doesn't look, it's bad. Don't get it twisted. But it also isn't the end of the world. Transmission pan's a little rusted. Most of this stuff is going to get dropped in maybe a vinegar bath or something, and then probably put in POR 15. Maybe that'll help. But for the most part, it's just right here that's terrible. I figure I'll do the front end first, get all the suspension handled up front, whatever I need to do with all that, and then we'll work on the back. Because with the back, the only real terrible issue is the Maxima is I think it's called a sealed beam, and it's rusty, so we'll sand all that down and repaint it. But I got to get the car running so that I could take this to a shop and have them weld the new front end on, because I have the whole radiator support. Okay, so I showed you guys the underneath. Now you see what I'm working with. I'm going to get ready to set up my air compressor, my hose, one minute, I'm going to put you guys right there. Just give me a second. Alright. That's my impact gun. I bought it from Northern Tools. It's all hooked up. So, I will plug it in, get everything set up. I have to get a 21 millimeter socket and These have the shitty, what the hell is that? Advanced auto lug nuts. So I gotta get that little key, and then we'll take the rims off. And once I take the front rims off, then I'll get back to you guys and we can take a look at what's going on underneath. All right, so as you can see, I've got it loosened. These will not be going back on. I'm pretty sure the studs on this hub are no good, and I'm replacing the hub anyway, and I'd rather not mess up the threads. Okay, let's bring you in. That's what we're looking at underneath. All that you see here, except for the knuckle and the calipers, are going to be replaced. Everything else, struts, tie rod ends, control arms, axles. The rotors might stay. I'm going to see if I can do something to get the rust off. And then I'd like to paint this with POR 15, but we'll see. But for the most part, it's really not that terrible like I thought. I thought it was way worse. But now we'll go do the other side and then see what that looks like. And that's that. As you guys can see, it's pretty much the same thing on this side. It's really not as bad as I thought. The worst, honestly, is the radiator support. So, now that I know what I need to order, I can go make that big ass list on Rock Auto and we'll start taking everything off and get that together. I think we'll go over what I have so far, and then I'll make my list for Rock Auto and then get that started. All right, let's go over what we got. Front and rear KYB shocks. Put this light down so I can show y'all. Open this box up real fast. Need a cameraman. Would be freaking amazing. Take one of them out for you so you can see it. Okay. So you get the idea. KYB. If I'm correct, let me find it. These are adjustable dampening. Yeah, right here on the tip. Got to play with the tip to make it stiff. I don't think you, oh yes you can. See right there? You turn it with, I think, an Allen key. I've had these for like a year or two now, waiting to get put on. Then I have the rears underneath, both rears. here, a bunch of strut bushings and I think top hats maybe. Those are the clips. Oh, that's where all the bolts went. Alrighty then. I was looking for all that stuff. Good to know. See? Always put your shit where you can find it later, ladies and gentlemen. Then we have in this box get this light. Sorry for the light, y'all. I was gonna just change out the ball bearings. I mean, the ball joints, son of a bitch. But I'm just gonna buy all new control arms and call it a day. Got, I think, cam position sensor or something like that back there. What's this? Another ball joint. So I might be selling those or keeping, I don't know. We'll see. I have a bunch of chassis parts, like a bunch of chassis stuff. Then, don't mind that mess, that's all gotta go in the garbage. Over here, in this box, is the new radiator support. Infinity parts, some buckets for the fluids that are gonna come out, some more Maxima parts up here, oil pump, and I believe the water pump is in there. And here is timing chain, thing of gaskets, and the lugs for when I do the big 3 upgrade. That is all the parts that I have so far for the Infinity, for the Maxima. All right, better this way because, I'm trying to think. Now what I need is hubs, front and rear, hub bearings. I'm not too sure if the rear needs hub bearings, but what I'm going to do is just do the fronts first and worry about the rears after I'm done with the front. Got to get fluids, a wire wheel for my bench grinder, just in case any bolts are rusty or whatever, I can clean them off that way. Some vinegar to help take off any rust that are on other bolts and stuff that might be too small for me to use with the wire wheel. What else? I think that's really it because I have everything else. Oh, the control arms, inner and outer tie rods, new front axles, and then the knuckles I'm gonna paint because they're way too expensive. Way too expensive. And honestly, I think that's pretty much it. I think that's all I'm gonna do. Just get the ball joints. Get the control arms. Maybe switch out, when I get the new control arms, switch out the whatever bushings I can on the control arm for energy suspensions control arms since they're polyurethane. Paint whatever I can that's underneath that needs to be painted due to the rust. I already have all the new bushings I need for, the end link bushings for the sway bar. And I think that's really it. I think I already have most of everything I need. like I said, I'll make a list, see exactly what I need, exactly what I don't, and then go from there. We'll see, right? I honestly thought it was way worse under there. I really did. I was really shitting my pants, let's be honest. I really was. My biggest concern right now is the radiator support, because I'm not too sure if I have to drop that. Not the radiator support, but the beam that holds the engine. I don't know if I have to drop that in order to replace the timing belt. So once I go look at my FSM and my Haynes manual, see what's going on with that, we'll figure it out from there. If it does, I may have to wait on that timing chain, just do a fluid change, get the car running, and see if I can get it to a shop to have them put that new radiator support in. Or see about making a new radiator support, just a brace. Just get, like, you know, a piece of angle iron, or some angle steel or what have you, and just drill a couple of holes, maybe get some bolts and do it that way for now. Some bolts and nuts and bolts, and see if I can do that just till I can get it somewhere. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I thought it was worse than what it was. I was really shitting my pants, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna front. I really was scared. But it's not as bad. It's really not as bad as I thought. So, I love you. Thank you. If you like the video, like it. If you don't like the video, dislike it. Tell me why you dislike it. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, damn it. Oh, and click that little bell. You know, you gotta click the bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring it. Ring it, nigga, ring it. But I love you. And remember, it's colossal, baby.